right into it. I'm going to pull a tarot card for Divine Feminine and then one for Divine Masculine, and we'll just go from there. All right. Make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in. All right, Spirit, what type of messages do you have for Divine Feminine? Wow, a lot of cards came out, but I'm going to pull the one that I see, which is 10 of Stones. That would be 10 of Pentacles. And when I also pulled that card, it showed me 3 of Vessels, which is 3 of Cups. It says home on 10 of Stones and joy on the 3 of Vessels. So a lot of the Divine Feminines are feeling at peace with self, at peace in their home. There's a lot of joy in the house right now, a lot of celebrations going on. Or maybe this is even Spirit calling you to have some sort of get together at home. Lighten up the energy, gather with friends, families, have a few drinks, maybe a cup of tea. I'm going to read this from the book. I'm pulling from the Wildwood Tarot, so each of them have their own little messages. Let's tap into the 10 of Stones for Divine Feminine. The inner and outer community that sustains and supports the individual, not necessarily blood family, but trusted friends, comrades, and lovers who offer security and affection. Wow, that's definitely that 3 of Cups energy too. Divine Feminine. A gathering needs to take place. Possibly a gathering is even taking place. I want to read this reading points of this card. The traditional concept of home and family has evolved and changed over the last few decades, but certain basic notions remain unchanged. In traditional British family homes, where the father went to work and the mother stayed home to manage the house and the children, home was the place we always came back to, where stability and well-founded set of traditions and social rules applied. It was both guarded and guided by love, respect, and loyalty. As children, we see home as a place of security and caring. As young adults, exploring the world, it can be wherever you lay your hat or guitar case. In later life, it may become your own heart's stronghold and sanctuary. For some, the concept of home is just that, an idea, a hope, a dream, not merely a shelter from the elements or an investment in bricks and plaster. For some, it is truly where love resides and is the final destination after a colorful and adorous life's journey. That's so interesting because I was going to show the cards today, and there's this brick wallpaper that I have that I was going to place down to pull cards on. So there's something right now. Maybe some of you are building your new home, finally moving into a home that you've been building, your dream home, but there's something about brick by brick. You've been working so hard, brick by brick, not trying to get the easy way out, doing it the easy way. You're putting in the works. Or maybe that's what you need to focus on. For some of you, you already have a home. For others of you, it's making your home feel like home as well. I know for me, I don't really want to add me in it, but no, I'm not. I'm not going to. Shit. All right, Divine Masculine. Let's see what comes out for you. And then we'll go from there. Like I said, messages for Divine Masculine Spirit. Make sure you all hit that like button. Divine Masculine started at 444, which is 12, which is Hangman energy. Goes to 3, Empress energy. There could be this energy surrounding your mothers right now, divine masculines, or even the healing of your divine feminine energies, possibly even expecting a child for some of you, or just really wanting a child. You got number 16, Blasted Oak, which is the Tower card. And then you have Five of Arrows, Frustration. Wow, so there's a lot of anger here, a lot of divine intervention taking place. Divine Masculine has been putting in a lot of work. They've been trying to control some sort of situation that's out of their control. You could be trying to stop someone, or even maybe trying to, yeah, there's this hunt. You could be working really hard right now, Divine Masculine. It's like everything's falling apart. And you're working so hard, you're working overtime, you're feeling frustrated. But I feel like Spirit really wants you to release some type of control here, allowing divine intervention to take place. It's like divine comes in to intervene, and once again, you got your hands in the pot. Let me see what's going on here, Divine Masculine. I hope y'all are all right. I know you all are all right. Stalling. There's something about stalling energy here as well. Hmm. Okay, let me carry on. This is interesting energy though, Divine Masculine. I'm feeling a lot of vibes from you right now. Just as the universe has the power to create, so it also has the power to destroy. The sudden catabolic power of natural catastrophe and disaster is almost unimaginable. With a sideways flick of its tail, the hurricane can uproot a bridge, just as a shudder in the earth's crust can reduce whole cities to rubble and send a tidal shockwaves around the world. On the human level, we build our seemingly indestructible edifices of theories, technical endeavor, and civilization, believing they are immovable and eternal, excuse me. We wrap ourselves in the trappings of power and position. Wow, you see, that's that control energy. But in the end, we own nothing. We only borrow from for the time we are here, and we truly have all we truly have. Why am I fucking up on this reading? All we truly have is what we have learned. This image combines two of the traditional tarot cards, the Hanged Man and the Tower. Wow. Didn't I just say the fucking Hanged Man? You're in that Hangman energy. Wow. The Hanged Man. Hold up. Give me a second. So I'm seeing the Hanged Man, sacrifices, surrendering. You're going to be surrendering to divine intervention, or that's what you're being called to. Here, the great forest oak is shattered by the power of the storm. For those who have climbed the tree and lashed themselves to a branch, the fall may be may be long. So too, the arrogance and pretension of material life may be torn apart by a single act of nature or fate. But the fire that has blasted the limb also burns the bonds that have held us in a position of false security. Just as the hangman is caught in a state of divine sacrifice and linked to the threshold of death, here in the blasted oak tree itself is shaken and scarred. Likewise, the tower is shattered by the storm, and believing in the illusion of material power can only end in a spiritual isolation, stagnation, and collapse. But even as we fall, the power that floods our senses with pain also cleanses and burns away the illusions of falsehood. As our hands reach for the stable earth, the power grounds itself through us. Our senses are alive with the heat of life, our emotions are ablaze with passion. Perhaps we have forgotten the intensity of desire, the need to keep struggling for understanding. The essence of true strength and enduring spirit cannot be bought with gold or position or grandiose esoteric theory. It is found in the ashes and flames of nature's own wild card. What appears to be a random dissolution or destruction of your beliefs and relationships is timely and natural. The sea swallows what was built on a shifting sand, and you are liberated from being a powerless victim. Now you have a base on which your inner strength can adapt and evolve. This may happen suddenly, with shocking speed. The trauma may leave you stunned and confused, but the fiery blast that sent you falling to earth has also jolted you from a state of a trance that allowed you to avoid dealing with profound fundamental issues. Don't be angry or bitter at this passing, for whatever has gone never really belonged to you. Be patient, wait, and learn from the process of loss. So I feel like, yeah, it's like divine stepped in, you surrendered, but it's like, once again, you're back at it. You're back at it trying to take control of things. I really want to ask, like, what the fuck is this about? Let me just see this real quick. Hold on. Because I want to look at five of um somebody's going through something in regards to their reflection. Like, it's either you don't like what you see deep down, or you're not able to see the true you and your place here on earth. Yeah, it's like a lot of the divine masculines, they ended up stepping down. They just surrendered. They did surrender. Hold up, there's a lot of messages here. Don't give up your position. Don't give up your rightful place here on Mama Earth, is what I got for you, divine masculines. All right, I do want to tap into this five of arrows real quick. Unfocused energy or anger that leads to the archer releasing inaccurate arrows or lashing out in an uncontrolled manner and missing the target, wasting valuable resources and energy. So, when it comes to this divine intervention, release that anger. Let's get advice, Spirit, because I feel like Spirit was like just showing me what you got going on right now. Any advice for the divine masculines? Boy. You got Ace of Stones, the foundation of life, but it came up in reverse. So, the most potent act of the mind is to conceive an idea. Oh my gosh, and that's the Empress energy. I always keep thinking, like, what is that about? Is a mother, but it's some sort of conception. You conceiving an idea, but you needing your feminine energy to do so. Like, whether this may be your literal divine feminine, you needing to be with a specific person to be balanced, or you just healing your divine feminine, maybe even healing your relationship with the feminines within your bloodline, healing a relationship with your mother, grandmother, baby mama, or just women, period, right? So the most potent act of the mind is to conceive an idea and manifest it into practical material reality. This means being able to formulate and marshal your thoughts to bring about real world change or transmutation of a wish, dream, or desire, making it physically happen. So that was the advice. Because it came up in reverse, that's what you're struggling to do. Okay. So it's time to get creative when it comes to this. But your creativity stems from your feminine energy. So there definitely needs to be a healing within that. All right. Let's get one for the mutual energies of both divine feminine and divine masculine. Mutual energies. Oh shit. King of arrows. It's showing this bird called the kingfisher, which is, but it went off the table. Like usually when it goes off the table, that means that it's something that's not happening. So I want to read it though. You may need to exercise judgment, power, force of will. The king is impartial and helps you to see clearly what you no longer need to hold on to. Use your strength to cut yourself free of what weighs you down. So that's the energy that's off the table. Divine feminine and divine masculine is struggling to let go of things that weigh them down. It's cutting season, right? It's time to cut cords with people, places, whatever, habits that don't serve you. Okay, divine feminine, divine masculine. It's time to cut cords. There's something that's weighing you down. It's time to let go. I do actually want to. Okay, no, that was off the table. All right, divine feminine and divine masculine, mutual messages. I don't know why I'm saying mutual. Something about a mutual understanding. Divine masculine and divine feminine is coming to a mutual understanding about their position. Wow, two of bows, decisions, coming to an understanding, making a final decision. And divine masculine is standing in their power. Well, they're holding on. I don't know. I feel like it's divine masculine. Hold up. Let me. So what I just heard gas me up. Divine feminine, it's time to gas up the divine masculines, compliment them, tell them how much you love them, how much you need them. You know, most of the times we expect the men to do that for us. And right now, there needs to be some sort of mutual understanding that the men need that love too. They need that acknowledgement. Because there's this anger, they feel forgotten. They feel like they got shoved in a cave and they were stranded, left to die. Divine feminine, what am I getting from this? I feel a divine feminine saying, I've been waiting. So I feel like the works that divine feminine has been doing, it's also like acknowledging the fact of what role divine masculine plays in their life. Maybe a lot of the feminines grew up in, a lot of the divine feminines grew up in a household where your father wasn't there, whether it may be physically, mentally, or spiritually, and you healed from that. All right, so let's see what this says in the book. Two of bows. The subconscious senses related to the desire to resolve decisions are awakened. Did it say dissolve? It says resolve. Wow. So, but I feel like dissolve is definitely something like letting go of control, not feeling the need to have to make a decision, like just being, not acting out a certain role or playing some sort of part that has been scripted. So, to resolve decisions are awakened, the gateway stands open before the individual, prepared to take positive action. The bowl represents not just potential energy latent within any situation, but the need to direct and manage that energy to achieve your goals. This can mean the first movement towards reinvigorating and reforming the relationship with life. It requires the decisive will to step across a threshold and take control in a positive and proactive manner. That's what it is right there, too. Somebody may have been taking control in maybe a negative manner, not proactive, right? And now, yeah, it's like Sagittarius season vibes, right? Moderation, knowing like it just right. It's just right. Not too hot, not too cold. I don't know why I just heard the three little bears, or what is that called? Goldilocks? That could be something here significant. Um, sometimes, what else is it? Sometimes this may require reclaiming and remaking of the mental and emotional tools and energies that require to move on in life. By preparing to step up and through the gateway and make a choice to allow forward momentum to flow naturally, the fashioning of a new mental discipline or process, or the reawakening of a previously effective but abandoned one may be required. Wow, that sounds really important right there. Um, something that was abandoned, right? It's like it didn't. It's not that it didn't work. It's that somebody was trying to take control in the wrong way. By summoning and directing the powerful healing energies available to you, I don't know what the fuck that says. You stand at a crucial crossroads from which you can now move forward with confidence. Once the decision to take control of these elements and harness and direct your power is made, a new paradigm of possibilities is released. These energies will need a skillful. Why the fuck am I having such a hard time reading this today? It's so weird. These energies will need skillful harnessing and responsible management to reach their full and effective potential. So I want to see what tarot card we'll get for love in regards to divine masculine and feminine. I'm going to do love. Wow, home. Home. Somebody could be moving in together. I'm seeing somebody get a new home with their person. And I'm seeing you guys like carve something in a tree. Or maybe you're even carving your name in the cement after it gets poured. I'm seeing that. Wow. Something really long term. I'm hearing marriage. I'm feeling stability, security. I'm seeing a tree house there as well. Maybe when you're a child, you always wanted a treehouse. I'm seeing that. It's so crazy because the card after this is Three of Stones, which is creativity. So we have home and creativity in regards to love. And this woman, she's a tree. She's rooted into the ground and she's holding onto the stone. She's deeply rooted within the work, within her creativity, within Mama Earth. And that maybe preparing a home for this feminine. This feminine could have always been into the position of being a healer, taking care of people. She was home to a lot of people. She made people feel like they were home. She was always the one doing and giving and loving and providing and allowing people to feel stable and secure. And now divine masculine is doing this for this feminine. Yes, he's in his emperor energy. He is conjuring up something right now. He's in the process of preparing things. And I feel like divine feminine, it's like you just right now in regards to your home life, you're just working with what you got. And like this is the time where, and I feel like that's the vibe of a masculine also like taking his rightful place, right? Especially because a lot of the divine feminines have been doing it alone, you know, even if you're like a mother or something, always doing it alone or feeling like you're doing it alone. And for those of you that aren't single, I'm seeing, you know, get creative in the home, get creative with your cooking. Make sure you're taking time for self, going out, getting fresh air, making your home a place of creativity that will lighten up the energies. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your monies, divine masculine and divine feminine. What's going on with their money? Oh my. The journey, which is the death card, Scorpio. Your finances are transforming. There could have been this energy of nothing, an empty bank account. Like you would open up your fucking wallet and spiders and moths and shit would be flying out. Your wallet was dry as fuck. Yeah, because there's this energy of like nothing. There's nothing left, bone dry. There was just enough. And then we have 10 of vessels, which is happiness. So your journey, this journey, you're headed towards a lot of happiness. It's 10 of vessels, the fucking cups overflowing. I just had to show it. The cups are overflowing. There's an overflow that's going to be taking place after there was nothing. The fucking crows scraped everything, right? So you could have also like had a lot of vultures around you, a lot of people draining you, right? But your finances are changing. There's going to be a lot of happiness here. Ooh, Queen of Bows at the bottom of the deck. Big confidence for the divine feminines. Quick movement. It's like you had no time to waste. You always had to keep working. You were pushing so hard. Even if there was nothing, I'm getting this energy of like scavenger. Making do with what you got. Like I'm seeing somebody like chef it up right now in their house. Put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I just keep hearing it's just right. All right. Let's get a message about your spirit. Did I say love, money, and spirit? What is the universe? What does spirit want you to know? Oh shit, the world tree. What I instantly got from this picture is you could have been stuck in a maze. Trying to get home, trying to reach your destination. And you're free now. Unfinished business. Why am I keep hearing unfinished business though? Somebody could be renting a home and they're no longer going to be renting it. Okay, what is this? The world tree. What was this? Spirit, right? Hmm. I don't know. I feel like leaving it at that. We've been here for 31 minutes. That's a long time. The dream decoder deck was calling me, but it's not in my where it belongs. So, oh shit. I'm hearing write a check for yourself. Right? Especially if your wallet's dry as fuck, write a check for yourself. There's something about dragons here. Dragon. I don't know how that would relate, writing a check for yourself and dragons. Light worker, star seed. You have been preparing for this mission. Wow, so you could have a really strong connection to dragons. You could be a light worker, a star seed, divine masculine, divine feminine. You've been preparing for this mission. I feel like some of you may be getting a new car, or there's like this new way of you traveling. Maybe you're gonna be traveling a lot more, traveling by plane, but there's something about this dragon. Like, I want to say you're going to be traveling on a dragon. Maybe that's like something that a plane is called, or a cruise ship, or a train. There's something about that. Or maybe it's a literal fucking dragon. I don't know. I just heard, oh my gosh, this could be a dream. Somebody could have had a dream about that. You could have been dreaming about dragons recently. But yeah, write a check for yourself, all right? And dream big when it comes to writing that check. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Hit that like button.